I'm recording today 2 full hours before when I recorded yesterday. Not literally, but relatively. And I still feel quite about as tired as I did yesterday. But that's because I didn't sleep well last night. Anyway, you don't care about that. This is The Outsider by BCDEFG123. Because why not? And this was made for Game Jam 5. Game Jam is where you get 3 days from start to finish to make a game, and you got to get it done. Also, apparently there's a thing called First Fantasy. Discover the secrets behind a fallen criminal organization in this old school JRPG. Huh, I might want to play that by myself. The Outsider. The theme for Game Jam 5 was literature, and the outside is hidden behind the tree. They chose to do theirs based on the story The Outsider by H.P. Lovecraft. Click. Unhappy is he to whom the memories of childhood bring only fear and sadness. Outside, across the putrid moat and under the dark mute trees, I would often lie and dream for hours. It's actually kind of too badass of a voice for an H.P. Lovecraft. And you see we've got a point-and-click interface for this, so if I go back... I would longingly picture myself amidst gay crowds in the sunny world beyond the endless forest. Now, part of me wonders, how much stuff am I going to see? Okay. So, like, that stick was not obvious when I saw it. I mean, my mouse, I don't think, turned into a finger, which is what usually happens when you mouse over something you can interact with. Once I tried to escape from the forest, but as I went farther from the castle, the shade grew denser, and the air more filled with brooding fear, so that I read too slowly for that quote. Let's see that quote again. So that I ran frantically back, lest I lose my way in a labyrinth of nighted silence. That's kind of awesome. Okay, now continue. So I need to click this way. Alright. What is this? At my feet I found a small piece of rope sticking out of the ground, but was unable to wrest it from its earthly prison with my hands. Let's use a stick! Okay, the stick does nothing. Continue. At last I resolved to scale that tower, fall though I might, since it were better to glimpse the sky and perish than to live without ever beholding day. You gotta help me notice whether there's stuff on screen. Because it's all black and white, so it's very difficult to tell. Oh, that looks like a friendly face. Unexpectedly, my hands came upon a doorway. Trying it, I found it locked. So D&D. What's this? Press escape to return. The first digit is double the third digit. The second digit is a prime. All 3 numbers add up to 9. Well, the only prime numbers that are single digits, we have 2, 3, 5, 7. They have to add up to 9, so 7 is right out. We could do 5, but then we would need to have 4, and you can't have a first and third doubled. So that leaves us with 3, which needs 6, which would be 2 and 4. So this is 4. How do I do? I just type 4, 3, get in there, 2. Check. I found that I was able to solve simple math problems in my head. Wonderful. The stones in the crumbling corridors seemed always hideously damp, and there was an accursed smell everywhere, as of the piled-up corpses of dead generations. Click. Oh, no, I didn't... I know not where I was born, save that the castle was infinitely old and infinitely horrible, full of dark passages, and having high ceilings where the eye could find only cobwebs and shadow. Okay, what's this? This is like a rope. Can I connect the rope and the stick? No. I wanted to know what that was. It looked like it's going to send me... Ooh, I don't know if you can hear that, but we've got some major thunder going on outside. I mean, it's raining right now, but... yeah, that was crack of doom right there. Okay, let's go upstairs. In my attempts to scale that black room tower, I found my path impeded by a seemingly insurmountable gap in the stairs. Low could I jump, but for lack of legs. For you see, I was a paraplegic. No, let's go this way. It was never light, so that I used sometimes to light candles and gaze steadily at them for relief. Give me a butcher knife. Sweet. That knife became a lot shinier looking when I picked it up. Can I light the candle? I can't even take the candle. I can't hit the candle with the stick. I can't tie the stick together with the knife to make like a spear or a pole arm. Alright. I can't get up the stairs. Can I go in here, or is this the one that tells me low? Oh, okay. I'm about to sneeze. From books I learned all that I know. No teacher urged or guided me. Alright, this... On top of the bookcase, I found a single wooden plank hanging over the edge, just out of reach. Well, I have a stick. The tree branch gave me the length of arm needed to retrieve the plank of wood. This is such a D&D game. Look at that guy's face right there. It's a bust. And there's like a Cthulhu skull, and another one, and books, and other such books. See, the thing I don't like about point-and-click games, particularly this one, it's very atmospheric, and I like it, and I understand why they use the monochromatic art style. It adds atmosphere, it's faster and easier, but at the same time, I need a clear indication of what I can interact with. It has always been my #1 complaint. Wretched is he who looks back upon lone hours in vast and dismal chambers with brown hangings and maddening rows of antique books, or upon odd watches in twilight groves of grotesque, gigantic, and vine-encumbered trees that silent we lay... Dang it, even reading quickly I can't get through that. Keep going. Keep going. I'm clicking... Okay, click on the book, I guess. That silently wave twisted branches far aloft, such a lot the gods have gave to me, the gaze, the disappointed, the barren, the broken, and yet I am strangely content and cling desperately to those sere memories, when my mind momentarily threatens to reach beyond to the other. Can I climb up this ladder? No matter how much I pushed and pulled, the ladder would not budge. Chop the ladder, no. Plank the ladder, no. Tie the ladder, no. Stick the ladder. Okay, go back. Okay, can't go up here, just went in there, already went in there and saw a candle. This is some sort of quote about cobwebs and shadows. My nose is all stuffy and I probably sound a little bit nasally. I don't know why it is that when I go to record, that's when my nose decides to run. Because I've been sitting here reading and playing a couple other Flash games, and I was breathing easy, and then as soon as I whip on the headset and start trying to record, that's when my nose is like, no, I don't think so. Let's go back into the forest. Alright. Now, we have a piece of rope sticking out of the ground. Can I tie this rope to that rope? No. Can I cut that rope? No. Can I use the plank somehow? No. Can I use the stick somehow? No. We have not found the particular tool necessary for that. I'd have thought I could tie the one rope to the other rope and then I would have more leverage to pull it out. Keep backing. Okay, wait a minute. Back up. Go forward. Okay, so that is just the way into the madness. What is this thing? I don't know what that is. I guess that's the music. That must be sound effects. Okay, so head back. We are missing something. Okay, I can't use the stick. I can't use the rope. I can't use the butcher knife. I can't use the plank of wood. I don't see anything else that kind of sticks out to me. So we will head forward. Now once again... Okay, what happened there? No. If you're gonna have buttons, I don't want you to have areas of the screen I can click on, particularly in a point-and-click game where there's no clear indication of what is an object to be interacted with. If you're not going to have things like glow when I mouse over them, I need to be able to just click around a bit without having to worry. Okay, so let's head back in here. There's a candle here. That's it. Okay, can I use the stick on the candle? No. Can I use the knife on the candle? We already knew that we could not use the knife on the candle because we've already interacted with the candle. So let's head back. Oh! I have a plank of wood. There we go. I managed to bridge the gap in the stairs with the wooden plank, freeing me to climb the worn and aged stone stairs. Head up. In the dank twilight, I climbed the worn and aged stone stairs till I reached the level where they ceased. Till what ceased, you may have asked? Why, the worn and aged stone stairs. I like the word aged. The worn and aged stone stairs. Nothing... Okay, now see right here? How it turns into a finger? If I click that, that's actually the knife, but it extends all the way up here. Nothing here. Let's continue up the aged stone stairs. I felt my head touch a solid thing, and I knew I must have gained the roof. I love old-timey speak. 'Tis awesome. In the darkness I raised my free hand and tested the barrier, finding it locked and immovable. This goes back. Yeah, I don't want to go back. Get back up there. Right. See, right here? If this was D&D, I'd be all like, I need to search for a hidden compartment where there's a key. Let's hack at it. No, hacking doesn't work. Let's use a rope. No, ropes don't work. Let's use a knife. No. 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 Okay, so somewhere there's a key that I haven't found. I see nothing. Let's go this way. Alright. I still want to know what this is. I mean, it says stuff, but it looks like a wallet or a bundle of some sort on the floor, and I keep wanting to click it because I keep thinking I'm not clicking it right. Alright, so I can't use the rope on the ladder, I can't use that on the ladder, I can't use that on the ladder. I know not what I may interact with in searching for a key. Everything that I currently possess does not find purchase. So how does one go about moving the ladder? Oh wait, can I go out the window? No, that just takes me back to the staircase. I feel like there's something in here I have not done. I don't want to necessarily budge the ladder. Can I just climb up and see what's going on in here? I'm clicking on like everything. I wonder if the tab key works. It does. Okay, I clicked that. Yeah, nothing here. Okay. I don't like using the tab cheat, but it's useful to kind of figure out what's going on. Da, 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 da. Okay, so yeah, let's go back again. Now we are outside, and outside we have nothing, just the portal. Alright. Now on the bridge, we have nothing again, just going backwards. Now in the swamp, we have this thing, but I don't know how to get to it. Because I have a butcher knife, I have a rope, I have a stick. It doesn't seem like these items combine. It doesn't seem like I'm able to use them to dig. But I mean, obviously that would have to be where the key is to be found. No. 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 Not quite sure what I'm gonna do to get out of this place. Yeah, nothing here. Let's head backwards. Backwards takes us back to this. Backwards takes us here, and yet there's no key. Is there anything else I can click on? It doesn't look like it. I don't see like a stick or a shovel, and I would like it if it would stop sending me back and forth like that. How do we get you out of the ground? See, you'd think you could use like the butcher knife or the stick or something to kind of pry some dirt loose. Head forward. No, don't see anything in here to click. There's nothing on this screen at all. We get back in here and I'm looking for the existence of something that is not this candle. I don't even have a way to light the candle, do I? No, it's not like I have a match or a lighter or something. Alright, well, let's go back upstairs. Maybe there's something I missed. No, don't go downstairs. Go back upstairs. Confused, I walked about the place, not knowing what to do, where to go, whom I should see. Yes, you are locked and immovable, and my oh! Okay, the stick didn't work last time. Believing I was now at prodigious height, far above the accursed branches of the wood, I dragged myself up from the floor. Boxes. Another book. To me there was nothing grotesque in the bones and skeletons that strode some of the stone crypts deep among the foundations. I fantastically associated these things with everyday events, and thought of them more natural than the colored pictures of the quote that I am still reading, and thought them more natural than the colored pictures of living beings which I found in many of the moldy books. Did those skeletons, were they strode or were those stroud? I'm not actually familiar with that particular word. This box, checking one of the many boxes lying on the floor, it should say lying on the floor, I found it to be empty. While rummaging through one of the boxes, I was surprised to find a box of matches. Oh, right. What's this? I don't know what this is. It looks like a brick. It's a brick. Ow. Okay, go through here just to clear that stupid message off the top. It's mighty, mighty. Okay, that's empty. I can't go forward at all? Alright, go back down. I have matches, and I know what I want to do with the matches, so I'm not too upset. Alright, come here. Match this. The room filled with the warm heat of the candle. Candles do not heat up rooms. Beings must have cared for my needs, yet I cannot recall any person except myself, or anything alive but the noiseless rats and bats and spiders. Lions and tigers and bears. There's a key. Keys are awesome. You're gonna tell me I couldn't have just gone through this room all kinds of darkness? You know, it's really creepy to play this game, and there's just this constant rolling thunder outside my window. I don't think that brick is going to help me get whatever is underneath the, buried out there by the tree. There we go. The sight itself was as simple as it was stupefying, for it was merely this. Instead of a dizzying prospect of treetops seen from a lofty eminence, there stretched around me on the level through the grating nothing less than the solid ground. That is the worst shovel. Not the drawing. The way it stood over here made it very much seem like it was not an interactable object, but I knew I needed a shovel for that thing out in the woods. This says HP, that's what we call an homage. Summoning a supreme burst of strength, I attempted to force the gate outwards, but found myself unable to open it. Weak as I am. Alright, let's head all the way back outside the place. Come on. Now, the one thing that this isn't, I was saying so much earlier, this is so D&D. It is, except for the point where I used the stick on the stupid door and it didn't work. That's like old school D&D. You have to use the stick on the door twice. And what did I do? I dug up another rope. And now I have a very long rope. And now I have a very long rope with a brick on it. It's like a rat flail, but even more awesome. I shall use this grappling hook to scale the gate and escape into the night. And there I shall find Skittles candy, and I shall taste the rainbow. Using my jury-rigged climbing rope, I easily scaled the gate. Given the size of that rope in relation to the gate, it looks like you could have just jumped the gate. Half unconscious, I staggered out upon the white gravel path that stretched away in 2 directions. My mind, stunned and chaotic as it was, still held the frantic craving for light, and not even the fantastic wonder of something, and I think it ended with the word curse. Over 2 hours must have passed before I reached what seemed to be my goal, a venerable ivied castle in a thickly wooded park, maddeningly familiar, yet full of perplexing strangeness to me. I love perplexing strangeness. Okay, what can I click on? See, like here, this does something. I looked in and saw an oddly dressed company, indeed, making merry and speaking brightly to one another. What strange and foul creatures are these? Scarcely had I crossed the still when there descended upon the whole company a sudden and unheralded fear of hideous intensity, distorting every face and evoking the most horrible screams from nearly every throat. Flight was universal. Flee before me. Interaction or cutscene? Cutscene. Dun, dun. At a casual inspection, the room seemed deserted, but when I moved toward one of the alcoves, I thought I detected a presence there, a hint of motion beyond the golden arched doorway, leading to another somewhat similar room. As I approached the arch, I began to perceive the presence more clearly, and then I beheld in full, frightful vividness the inconceivable, indescribable, and unmentionable monstrosity, which had, by its simple appearance, changed a merry company to a herd of delirious fugitives. I love H.P. Lovecraft. He writes so well. Oh, no. Come on. Oh. He has a skull head, and yet he managed to look sad. How can you look sad when you have a skull for a head? I know how stupid that sounds, by the way. I know always that I am an outsider, a stranger in this century and among those who are still men. But there's a skull in your head, rather than the skull being the completeness of your head. This I have known ever since I stretched out my fingers to the abomination within that great gilded frame, stretched out my fingers and touched a cold and unyielding surface of polished glass. Yeah, see, you're not supposed to actually draw the outsider. You're just supposed to leave the whole thing that he was an unspeakable monster. Especially because the outsider looked pretty silly there. Yeah, go read H.P. Lovecraft. The other guy who does really well in writing these kinds of awesome tales of words. It sounds so stupid when I say it. I have not the silver tongue of the bard. Edgar Allan Poe and H.P. Lovecraft. They craft awesome tales with these awesome words that you just never see or hear anymore. In fact, if you read H.P. Lovecraft, one word you will get to know very well is cyclopean. He loves cyclopean. Everything is cyclopean to him, and it doesn't mean one-eyed. It means ancient and weird and monstrous and terrible, all kinds of weird stuff. Anyway, bye bye.